Muir College, situated in Kariga, formerly Uitenhage, within the metropole of Nelson Mandela Bay in the Eastern Cape province of South Africa, became the first boys' high school in South Africa to celebrate 200 years of existence. A school with a rich history and many traditions passed down from generation to generation. Organized jointly by Muir College, the Old Muirite Union and Muir Foundation, all stakeholders were invited to participate in the celebration activities arranged over a period of 6 days. Current pupils and teachers and the school's leadership via the governing body and Parents Teachers Association were joined by old Muirites from around the world and from throughout South Africa, the business and civic community, as well as like-minded schools in the region, as the bicentenary of Muir College was celebrated in style. Airlink and the City Lodge Group were signed up as partners in an effort to encourage as many guests as possible from around the country to attend. The Kariga Career Symposium, organized by the Old Muirite Union and its partners, provided an opportunity for old boys to share their career experiences with current learners, as well as those from schools throughout the region.
So welcome to the Kariga Career Symposium. Outside we have a few organizations that you can speak to about study opportunities, and inside there we have some old Muirites. Mr. Waits, he is involved in supply chain and logistics. So if you'd like to consider a career in logistics, come and speak to him and ask some more questions.
Accountants, lawyers, architects, entrepreneurs, as well as practitioners from the logistics, automotive, and human resources fields, and a host of other careers made presentations. Old Muirites were joined by a variety of corporates and educational institutions who shared with regard to study and career opportunities. Various partners, including the National Convention Bureau, an entity of South African tourism, enabled the hosting of this meaningful educational initiative. The Old Muirite Union Annual Golf Day was a sought-after celebration activity, and the full field took to the Uitenhage Golf Course in an action-packed day.
Guys, good morning to you. So we thought we'd start this golf day just by saying thank you to all of you for the part you've played in making the Old Muirite Union Golf Day and the Muir College 200-year celebrations a success. Today we're going to have a quick photograph, then we're going to go do a symbolic tee-off, or maybe you just want to just chip it off. Don't pull any muscles, but thanks to the Kelston Motor Group, Martin Barnard representing the Kelston Motor Group, we've got Pulelo Kumalo representing Vodacom, and Joel Katz representing Buco are our three main sponsors and partners for the golf day. Thanks very much, guys. Without your assistance it wouldn't be possible. We've got almost 200 golfers playing today. They're all excited. They're particularly excited to win the hole-in-one. So we're really hoping that someone's going to win that hole-in-one, eh? But thanks for the role that you've all played. And then the school headmaster of Muir College, Mr. Stevenson, is joining us for the tee-off. He's been practicing for the last 3 years on this occasion. And then Toriso from Africa is the Muir College marketing person, and she's normally behind the camera, but today she's going to be in the photograph and test out her skills as well. So thanks guys for being here. Yeah, trusting for a good golf day. Don't forget to get a fit your ball. Let's keep it on.
Launched by stakeholders and partners in a symbolic tee-off utilizing specially branded Muir College 200-year golf balls. A brand new Volkswagen Polo was the prize for a hole-in-one on the 13th hole. However, after 54 balls had passed the hole, the vehicle was safely returned to the Kelston Motors showroom. Thank you to the Kelston Motor Group, Vodacom and Buco for adding their support to the celebrations via their partnering in the Golf Day.
So today we've hosted the Old Muir Union Annual Golf Day as part of the Muir College 200-year celebrations. It's been a great occasion just to get the old boys and some invited guests out onto the golf course. It's been a great day. We've had some great weather. I've seen some really good golf shots and I've seen some really not so good golf shots. But it's all in a good spirit. It's a chance for the guys to get together and network. And of course, this is the first event of Founders Week. So it sets the scene for the rest of the week ahead. So yeah, all good, and it's been a good day. That's what we're doing.
It's fantastic to be in Uitenhage again after 35 years. Golf day, 28 degrees, beautiful sun with our old mates, 200-year reunion. It's going to be a fantastic day. And thanks to everyone who's put all the hard work in for organizing. It's been amazing to see all the banter on the networks, and this is a kickstart for a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and hopefully many, many, many more things to come in years ahead. Cheers.
Loving it. It's like the old days. Really good. The weather's lovely today as well, which is great. Yes, for sure. Nice to be with the old mates that come from all over the world. So it's nice to see them all again. For sure. Well, I think it can only get better.
So, for my sins, I put up my hand to organize our class's 35th reunion. But we've got a good group, so fantastic. It's going to be great. Our year was the best year, 1987, in Muir's history. If you have a look at it, especially class 10C, everyone had EP colors, even for breakdancing.
Lovely, man. It's lovely to be here, see some old friends, and then just enjoy the Muir atmosphere. I think the guys from your era is what year? 86? 87 have done an amazing job to bring us about. I mean, they've just got an unbelievable class of friends that are just have done a magnificent job for this whole 200-year celebration. It's amazing to see, and I'm very proud to be part of it. Saw the old Kenny Neverhazens, the Ronnie Kingwalls, the Ivan Beaumonts, Michael Killian, famous rugby player and athlete at our school. Now there's some proper oaks here. Very nice to see.
Right. What a privilege. Absolute privilege.
Yeah, we haven't been here since myself,
Speak for
20
yourself.
years. So it's good to be here in our
Good to
alma
see the old
mater.
boys, and yeah, we're all going to see them a bit later.
And yeah, I want to thank also the organizers for creating such a spectacular event. When I landed last night at the airport, it was good to see the billboards and the pamphlets of the 200th year of Muir. So it was a very warm welcome from someone from Joburg. So looking forward to a great week and wishing everyone a great day of golf.
Class of 2001.
2001.
I
was going to shout clean balls.
Clean balls 2001.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Clean balls 2001.
Deputy Head Boy Nick Luna from 89. So tell us a little bit what it's like. No, tell us how it feels to be here emotionally.
It's I must say it's good to be back. Sorry, yeah, it's good to be back. It's playing again on the PGA or the PGU, yes, Utenay course. It's a strong course. I'm feeling good today. I think we're going to get really good shots. The sun's out. It's drying up the course. The course is going to be good.
That's fantastic. And just to close off, I know you playing off a pretty low handicap.
Yeah.
This first hole is a little tough hole here at Utenay. What sort of club have you selected to start your tee off here, John?
Well, I'm scoring. I'm carrying the best at the moment. I'm off a 63, I think I'm going to go for at least a 6 iron, and then maybe 3 more 6 irons, and then a good 4 putt will get me in.
Fantastic! It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's lucky being back. We've had a fantastic turnout today. Just a class of 89 and everyone generally. It's great to see everyone. A career symposium this morning and so many guys out on the golf course today. It's a great time. Yeah, good to be back.
It's quite emotional. I remember driving this morning here. Just the memories just came flooding back in about the place and the school. So it's quite an exciting week ahead. We're really excited to just reconnect as friends. It's been a while that we've met together, so it's good to see some of my old friends. And even the guys that were not in my class, the previous class, it's good to catch up with all the old Muirites. It brings so much pride to know that we're the oldest school oldest English-speaking school in South Africa. So it's an honor to be part of that history, to be included as part of that class. So it's really been when you sit back and look back at all the lessons that you learned, which you didn't realize as you're growing up, it's just an amazing honor. I'm proud to be associated with the School of Muir, with the prestige that it brings. So it's really been a privilege to be part of the history.
Class of 99.
2002 actually.
No, it's absolutely fantastic. I haven't been around the gents in a couple of years. My 20th year anniversary, it's anniversary. So it's good to be back. It's been absolutely fantastic. Geez, it's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I remember when we left school and we were celebrating 180 odd years. So to come back on the 200th year, the gents are looking good. You're still seeing the same old smiles. It's been absolutely great.
So far, so good. Day one, got the guys from 2005 here. So myself, Chris, Darren and Joe having a lucky draw on the course. It doesn't happen often, eh? I mean, we've been out of school now 17 years and it's the first time we've seen some of the guys. So hopefully more to come on Thursday and Friday, and then the big one on Saturday at the dinner. Being an ex-teacher, still being around, I think it means more for the school as well. 200 years, eh? Oldest boys' school in the country. What else can you say? It's a lot of history.
Going a bit further right than the left lip.
The man needs a bit of a bucket there.
And if provided with 5 chances to get it in the hole and a man doesn't deserve the prize.
All the gear with no idea.
Darren, that looks good.
Here we go, boys.
Darren! Oh!
very warm welcome to all of you and welcome to this evening and this week's celebration. The old boys, welcome to the oldest boys' high school in South Africa. Welcome to all the old boys that are here, and thank you very much for making the time. I also want to say to you, welcome to the first function of the 200-year celebrations of Muir College. Well done, guys.
It's been exhilarating. Coming down to the golf clubs and witnessing the spirit here. But more importantly, thanks to the old Muirites for being here today and supporting this event. And please do come and support the other events. I know the beer tent's going to be there. That's going to be popular for obvious reasons. But please come in, look at the school, come and meet with us, come and meet with the staff. We look forward to that. Thanks very much.
I have one shot for the worst shot on the tee box. Normally, it would be reserved for someone who doesn't make it past the ladies' tee. This individual didn't make it past the men's tee. Show cats? I'd just like to put it off. That was the first shot of the day. So we're going to start with our longest drive today. Jared Hemingway, well done. Okay, so our nearest the pin on the 4th hole today, Neville Carew. And then our nearest the pin on the 17th, Jason Aitken. I would just like to thank all the people who sponsored prizes here. We've got a lot of prizes here today. So one prize, you get to when you come up, pick your prize. Okay, so first place on 99 points. T. Bayman, G. Mills, P. Muir, A.
To see the friends, it's again great. We actually heated up already. We've been having fun for the past 3 days, and I'm hoping that in the next couple of days we will continue meeting everyone that I haven't seen in so many years.
And yeah, fantastic to be here. These events never disappoint. It's so good to be back. I came for the 20th, and this is my 35th in a class of 87. And yeah, I've been here for 48 hours, and I haven't stopped laughing. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of reminiscing. It's like I saw the guys yesterday, and it's been an absolute blast. The golf has been fantastic, and we've only just started, so it's going to be a real good. Looking forward to a really good weekend.
We're getting to an important part of our celebrations here. And this was the idea of Mr. Andrew Binning, president of the OMU. He had the idea that we have this time capsule where you write down how you envisage yourself in 10 years down the road. So what's going to happen is I'm going to ask Mr. Binning to come and address us, but shortly you'll be coming forward and you're going to deposit it there in the boxes, and then those boxes are going to go into the archives room. And it won't be opened again until the time that is designated.
To me, it's 200 years of excellence, and also means that a lot of good people have come out of the school. So
I've been taught a lot of things such as discipline and how to carry myself as an individual and a gentleman raised and bred by Muir College. Fantastic school that is here in South Africa. It's such a great privilege being at Muir College.
I feel very proud to be part of this 200-year celebrations, It's a very exciting opportunity to be part of this, and it feels so unbelievable to be part of this experience. And I can only say thank you to my school for coming this far, for raising such beautiful young men, well disciplined, and they are raised with honor outside of the school and inside.
200-year celebration is a celebration of how far Muir College has come. For over 200 years, the established name of Muir College has been here, cemented in Kariga, Eastern Cape, and has brought many boys out of here, men actually, to do various things all over the world. And we have this year to celebrate all of that, to celebrate the good things we've done. So this 200-year celebration is not only to celebrate how far we've come, but to remember those who have sacrificed for Muir College.
But the main one is brotherhood. You know, we represent ourselves with the blue heart, yeah, which means brotherhood and ubuntu, because we help each other to actually do better. You know, through the grace of God, we actually realize that we do need each other. You know, and we are not more individualistic, but we depend on each other when we keep on building on each other. We never forget each other. You know, I think you see it on the rugby field. I must admit sometimes we do suffer hard losses, but we never lose spirit. That is why I say that we represent ourselves with brotherhood.
Well, being a Muirite, how can I say? Being a Muirite means a lot to me. I learned a lot from the school. I learned a lot being a Muirite. I learned respect. Not a lot of people out there have respect, and Muir College has taught me that. I have brotherhood with my friends. I don't have friends at the school, I have brothers. So Muir College has taught me a lot. They were there for me. Sport-wise, academic-wise. Muir College is very into academics, so when a class is not doing well, they will always have extra classes. They will help, they will do individual helping. Whenever you need help, they will ask you to help them, and it's just an amazing school.
We share a lot in common, but we are all different. Not only skin color, but attitude-wise. We have different interests, we have different hobbies, but I would like to say that Muirites have one thing in common, that's respect, brotherhood, and respect for others as well. And that's one thing I would like to commend all Muirites on.
It's the brotherhood that is created when attending the school. Everyone just feels like a unit. The rugby brings us all together, any sport for that matter. We just support each other in anything that we do, and we try to carry ourselves together so that should anyone be feeling down, we know how to pick them up. And it's just the culture that is bred here, and I feel like that's one of the key aspects as to being an individual and pupil here at Muir College.
Since grade 4, I've been here since grade 4. Every year something happens. When we're supposed to go on a camp, we're supposed to go on a tour, there's always something happens, so we don't go on the camp, we don't go on the tour. So the 200 years, us being a class of 200 years means a lot to us. It's finally something that we can stand out. So it's an amazing feeling. Some of us feel like we're the face of the school, so we're going to be seen around the world. We're going to be seen by the old boys, by the school. People look up to us, and it's just great to be part of the 200 years.
It's very nice seeing the older generation come through, to see that they were once upon a time in our shoes, in the same place where we were. It's very nice to see that, and to see them up on the boards as well for various awards. It's very, I would say, encouraging to us as well, so that one day we know as well we'll be like them as well, because it's actually an encouragement towards us. We look up to them because they are all Muir men, and we look up to them because we one day want to be like them. To see them very successful in life, it urges us to push as well. So it's very nice seeing the older generation come here, and the way they conduct themselves, it shows how Muir College really has an impact on their lives, and we're just excited to see how Muir College can take us far as well and impact our lives as well.
In our matric year, we have been given the opportunity of being part of Muir's celebration for 200 years. It could have been anyone, and the fact that it's us, it just feels like we were anointed for something better, something bigger than us. And the festivities will speak for itself, because all of us are excited for what is to come this weekend and what is to come in the future for the future of Muir College. But being part of the 200-year matric class is something special, something we very much look forward to, and being able to tell the story just feels like a privilege.
We are taught the values and morals of being a gentleman, a good young man. and we are taught discipline, always to lead with integrity and honor, and to always move forward with confidence and consistency, always.
So it actually means a lot to me. Hearing the old boys talk about it, and Mr. Stevenson, Mr. Francis talking about all the years, and they are gentlemen. We keep on learning from them. And we just start getting encouraged, to actually do better in life. It doesn't only end in Muir, but Muir follows you your whole life. You get me? So that is why we keep the spirit of being a gentleman, and conducting yourself properly in front of crowds or in front of people in general. So.
Muir, 200 years of excellence.
Renowned educationalist and author, Professor Jonathan Jansen was the guest speaker at the launch of the 200 Leadership Life Lessons booklet, a collection of wisdom and insights offered by old Muirites as well as other key stakeholders, and collated in booklet form and presented to learners who attended. 3 Muir College Boys High School pupils shared their favorite life lesson from the booklet, and 3 old Muirites shared the life lesson they had contributed. Principals, teachers and learners from surrounding schools lapped up every word spoken by the guest speaker, with the event well chaired by Program Director Kathy Belshaw.
It is absolutely astounding. I visit hundreds of schools around the country, all the 9 provinces, and I have to say this is special. Not only because this school is 200 years old, but because it has maintained a tradition of excellence. Second to none, says its motto. That's the kind of school I would send my grandkids to. So it is absolutely amazing how the school has maintained its loyalty to high academic standards, its loyalty to its people, its loyalty to its community. And just coming in here this morning, I feel really, really special. I feel this is a special moment. And a school that others can emulate simply because of what it is. Not boastful, not out there, but in a very quiet way, living out its values. That's the kind of South African school we should all be proud of. And that, I think, makes Muir College a standout school for me.
So warm congratulations to Muir College on the 200-year celebrations. It's a great privilege and honour to be here today to mark this event. And for me, it's just so evident that there's a generosity of spirit that prevails amongst all stakeholders. And what a message of hope this brings to our next generation. This is the 200 Leadership Life Lessons booklet. It was the brainchild of Thomas de Blanche. He was of the class of 2008, and he had a vision to put together a collection of words of inspiration from leaders, community leaders, old Muirites. So there are about 150 old Muirites that have contributed, community leaders, friends of the school, staff, and so it's a wonderful project, and I think it really illustrates the value of passing on wisdom, leadership lessons to the next generation. So to Thomas de Blanche, hearty congratulations on a fine effort, and he has worked hard together with Wendy Knott-Craig, Tandeka Langa and Andrew Binning to make this project a reality.
It's a big honor for Algarve FM to be involved with a school that's been around for 200 years. I mean, wow. What a sensational milestone to achieve, and to be the oldest high school for boys, English high school for boys in the country, is something that we have to stand up and celebrate. We need strong leaders, we need men of integrity and men of character, and that's exactly what the school has been turning out for the last 200 years. So congratulations, Muir College, well done, and it's a privilege to be a part of your celebrations.
Well, the memories that we had, I mean, right from 62, and also what Muir stands for in the whole of PE and what they've done.
The 200-year celebrations have been so fabulously organised, we just had to come anyway. I think the initiatives that have been taken here to organise this were mind-boggling. And I think anybody can be proud of being associated with Muir and this milestone, if you like. And just what we're doing here.
I think it's for the ethics and all the alma mater that they taught us, how to carry yourself. We grew as brothers, we loved each other. It was just camaraderie, spirit, and, a brotherhood. That's what Muir gave me.
Fantastic. You can't believe the gifts that it gives you.
Well, it's a celebration, a special celebration for me. And Muir gave me a platform, a solid platform, a disciplined platform in a competitive environment. And it was a beautiful, beautiful time for me. Tough time, because I'd never been in a hostel before. I'd never been in just an all-male environment before. And Muir kind of got me back on track. And I'm very, very grateful for it. So I come celebrating with thanksgiving in my heart of what Muir, the personnel have done for me in the past.
This is my 4th reunion in 35 years. Love seeing the guys. Some of them I haven't seen for 35 years because this is obviously a biggie. But I was in the hostel as well, so it's just, it's a strange feeling. Nostalgic and warm and the good old camaraderie. I love seeing the guys and I love just revisiting it all.
I'm part of the class of 88 and it's fantastic to serve on the committee to have helped to bring this day together. And as old Muirite, we can just be proud. It's really proud. It's fantastic to be back at the school and part of all this.
It's a family. It's a competitive family. And you might say, well, competition is not bad. No, it's very, very good. It gets you on your front foot. It allows one to examine the areas in your life that you've got to buck up on, where you've got to make some improvements and changes on. And it's a great, great place to be. Muir has delivered for 200 years constant, solid young men of character, men of balance that have led families, that have led countries and other lands. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful product that's been turned out from Muir College.
Yeah, I think it's just supplied me with some kind of anchor, really. And our class, especially 87, is very close. So we've kept in contact, and there's a lot of warmth, a lot of humour. So it feels quite special. I mean, more special than just a normal matriculation class, I think.
It's a privilege. I think that anybody who is witnessing this 200th anniversary it's actually quite a privilege, particularly for somebody who's been involved in the education sector, that's been around as long as we have, seen the transition that's taken place in the education system, and then to come to a school where the transition is 100% working, the traditions of the past are there, the culture is still very, very disciplined, the outcome of the school, what they're delivering in terms of their pupils, their sporting achievements, their academic achievements, is really just it epitomizes the value that has been wrought over the many, many years. So for me, it's just a question of tradition, but more particularly commitment of the teaching staff over those years to carry forward that into the classroom, and then that there's such a strong old boys society in the background to help it make happen. And I'm very glad to see how beautifully and how well done the organisers have set it up and presented it to the community at large.
As a Muirite, it just helps you to really get perception, to get direction. It was one of the things in my life that helped me to just focus in the areas that I needed to. And yeah, it's proud to be part of the school.
I think it's quite a significant moment for the school and for each of us that went to school here. In terms of you just get to walk down the corridor again and reminisce about your time here, everything that you learned, all the good times. I think something that's always stuck with me is manners maketh a man, and I think I'm really thankful to the school for instilling those values and morals in us, and it really does impact on the way we interact with other people, and it's really helped us form relationships and connections in the workplace.
And I must say, from a launch pad like Muir, young men are dissipated all around the world, achieving greatness and excellence as they go.
I had a small group of friends when I was at school But after school, you know everybody becomes an equal, and you get in touch with guys that you wouldn't have normally gotten in touch with at school, and you just build those friendships up, which is fantastic.
Class of 88.
Another highlight of the week was the Teachers Honoring Function, designed to connect old Muirites with current and retired teachers and honor the role that teachers play in the lives of young learners. Hosted by the Old Muirite Union with partner SPA Eastern Cape, the evening was a fun and relaxed opportunity for retired teachers to also celebrate Muir College's 200th anniversary. A specially created DVD was shown on the evening, with current pupils as well as old Muirites speaking about their favorite teacher, their strictest teacher, as well as which teacher or teachers had had the biggest influence on their lives. The dress code, based on someone or something starting with the first letter of one's first name, was well received and led to some interesting costumes.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you, and on behalf of the Old Muirite Union, a very warm welcome to all of you, current teachers, past teachers, and current Old Muirites, and invited guests. We're here this evening to celebrate two things. We want to honor the current and past teachers. We want to say thank you for the role you played in the lives of so many of the old boys who are here this evening and those who couldn't make it this evening as well.
I want to say thank you for inspiring us. You've really inspired us, inspired our boys. What is it that brings you back with such zeal and passion? There must be something special about the school. And thanks also for advancing the name of the meal.
The Muir College 200-year business breakfast provided an opportunity for the Muir family to invite the corporate sector, most with no formal connection to Muir College, to also participate in the celebrations. Hosted by local entertainer Nikki Kluti-Barris and headlined by guest speaker Al-Qaeda hostage survivor Stephen McGowan, the business function was a hit. The packed school hall, with its honours board oozing the history of the 200-year-old school, provided a fitting venue for the corporates in attendance. Host partners Goodyear South Africa and the Eastern Cape Parks and Tourism Agency were well supported by media partner Algoa FM. A significant aspect of the business breakfast was the fact that 16 5,000-litre eco water tanks were donated by participating companies to the school in acknowledgement of the water crisis being experienced in the region. A further 4 water tanks were donated to the Uitenhage Mental Health Society, the identified recipient of profits from the business event.
Good morning. Got a little motto, always sees me through. When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. There's a lot of favors I'm prepared to do.
But we really appreciate the gesture to be part of this great occasion today and to celebrate with Muir College as we celebrate our 200th anniversary. But welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for being with us, and I look forward to the morning with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. I salute you for your interest in our school. I look forward to working with you. We celebrate not only 200 years, but a long association in this community and with our business partners. Thank you very much. God bless you for the future.
having here at the Old Muirite Union / Muir College 200th Founders Day Business Breakfast. Our sponsors, Goodyear, Algoa FM, Eastern Cape Parks and Tourism Agency, have made this possible. And if you look behind me, we have a full house of 160 guests, including old Muirites, young Muirites, business people supporting education. So we really are having a good time. Thanks so much, Muir, for having us.
Well, it's, 200 years of, in my view, some of the best education in South Africa. I would say that Muir College is one of the leading schools. It's a school that teaches structure and discipline, but it also teaches innovation, which is very, very important. And I think the average Muir student generally, including myself, is someone who always questions the prevailing wisdom, the prevailing narrative, and wherever you go, where you meet old Muirites, of which I'm one, you come across people who have really made a difference and who question all the time. They never accept the prevailing narrative, and that's why I'm so proud to be a Muirite.
And to always swim against the tide, not always to go with the tide. You don't want to be a windsock in life. You know, every time the wind blows, you switch with the wind. That's what Muir taught me.
It is very awesome. Coming back to Muir, it brings memories, and it's nice to see that yesterday we had the function with the teachers. It was nice to see all of them that taught us and that they're still doing well. But for me, it's like a great honor. It's my old school. This is what built me. This is what made Tato. And it was just awesome.
Really, one of the highlights for me was just to see the old boys coming in with their flags today, and it just highlights to what extent the sacrifice was made to come where Muirites have gone to since they've finished and completed their schooling, what kind of grounding they received at Muir College, and how they have used that platform to build and develop themselves. And for them to come back here and to see the school in good shape, I think it's also for them really a highlight, and they can't speak highly enough of the school, and we're just encouraged by that. So it's all round just a really feel-good story, and we're chuffed at the moment. It's very exhilarating and very rewarding as well.
Following the business breakfast, the 200-year School Founders Assembly welcomed old Muirites from 24 different countries, with a predefined representative carrying the flag of each country. Three old boys from varying disciplines each addressed the assembly before a live crossing to media partner Algoa FM. Algoa FM broadcast the school's song sung live to an estimated 500,000 audience across the region.
Okay, so if anything goes wrong today and you want to blame somebody, blame me. My name is Peter Stevens. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, men of Muir, welcome. When I look at the assembled here, I see a very diverse group of people. You come from all walks of life and all parts of our planet, as the flags indicated.
We'd like to welcome anybody who has travelled internationally to be here. The guys who came forward were representing their countries. They actually live in these countries, by the way. The guys were here earlier on. So I'd like to ask anybody who's travelled internationally to be with us for the 200-year celebrations to please stand. The class of 2012, if you are here, to please stand for us. class of 2002. Class of 1997. 1972. Anybody from the class of 1967? Anybody from the class of 1962?
And it is a lesson of teamwork. So for me, today is about teaming. Today, life is about partnerships, life's about collaboration, life's about cooperation. And it was at Muir that we first learned about teamwork, whether it was on the sports team, or on the school band, or the cadet patrol. It was at Muir that I understood and learned how important being part of a team is. And then the last thing, I think, a lesson around hard work. Because I guess Muir is not a big school and we had so much opportunity to throw ourselves into all sorts of things. I love that. We played sport, we worked, we were involved in dramatics and debating and that kind of thing. So I guess the time at Muir set me up well for what was lying ahead in this fast-paced world of today.
And to the men of Muir, I just want to share a few experiences in my life here in Muir College.
It's such a beautiful moment seeing the school and seeing the boys and seeing how improved the school is. Muir boys have a sense of brotherhood and bond, and coming to the school has changed my mind about a lot of things of how to treat each other. And seeing Muir boys doing well out of school is such an amazing thing to see. And still today, the friendship, the bond is strong, and the friendship is always there.
We just completed our founder ceremony. Basically every year the old boys come back to the school. Normally it's very important for certain year groups to come back, but on this occasion, of course, it's the 200-year celebration of Muir College, so we had a huge amount of people from all over the world. It was really inspiring, and so we had to arrange an extra tent in the quad. It was quite a lot of work, but it was just so rewarding and encouraging to see people from 20 different, plus minus 20 different countries, old Muirites, and the sacrifice that they made to come and one has to ask the question, what brings them here? There must be something that brings them here, and I believe it's more than just friendships. It's about the school, it's about the history of the school, it's about passion, the passion for Muir College. So that's something that we can really build on for the future, and our young people will truly be inspired by this, and it's something that we can really be proud of. Not many schools can celebrate 200 years of education, and this is what Muir College is doing today.
The assembly included the laying of wreaths, remembering those who have gone before us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I read to you the famous poem by Lawrence Binyon. Those shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn them. At the going down of the sun, we will remember them. We will be playing the last post to commemorate those who have made the supreme sacrifice during war. After the last post, the laying of the wreaths will take place. Then the reveille would be played to indicate the start of a new day and a new beginning. Last post, play.
After the Founders Assembly, an estimated 1,500 individuals performed the Muir College War Cry. A unique opportunity for old boys to join in with the current generation and bring back memories of the war cry. Sir Thomas Muir House Old Boys had the opportunity to visit the hostel on campus and reminisce about the experiences of boarding.
Okay, good afternoon everybody. Now I know we normally say we only got one shot at this, but today it's our 200 year. We got the old boys with us and they would like to repeat it. So what we'd like to do, we'll do it, the rugby anthem, the war cry, and we'll have 3 shots at it. We'll have 3 goes. Our captain, Sivahida, he'll take charge of it. 1, 2, 3. Men of Muir, our flag is flying, our rebel lion goes at last as the first team takes to the war cry for the school and opens of the past. Let the girls start the game with the blast and feel the battle lies before them fierce. The forward, the march to the side, the band lies spread the ball wide as the college watches on the great ride. The run, the next day, we are on the way. We are brave men of Muir. Let blood run far. One, 2, 3. Ha ha ha! Again, no college. Oh, shot! College. Kaba, sani. Amatota! Ewe!
Mango from Centurion, Johannesburg. Looking forward to the rugby. Come join us to the Men of Muir. Cheers, Oaks.
My name's Rowan Luck. I'm from Joburg, matriculated 97, 25-year reunion this year. Happy 200 years, happy to Muir.
And I think it was just appropriate we did it today because of course old boys had the opportunity to once again perform that war cry. So I think it's a bit of a man thing. We love that type of emotion, and but I think everyone enjoyed it, and I think it'll hopefully get the guys in the right spirit for tomorrow's match.
The Muir College 200-year Rugby Festival was another highlight of the week. Various local and regional under-13 teams, as well as first teams, were joined by the South African rugby legends, coached by the legendary Ian McIntosh. The SA Rugby Legends conducted a coaching clinic for local schools and rubbed shoulders with many current learners and community members.
Yeah, the guys that come out, Ian Mac's going to run the clinic here for the boys, and hopefully they'll find some value out of that and take that back into their weekly training. So yeah, no, Mac's been around for a long time, so he's always good with the kids, so I'm sure they'll enjoy it.
We're going to just run a clinic for the boys, just go through some basic principles, catch and pass the ball, how to keep the ball alive, that sort of thing. So that's what we'll be doing this afternoon, and the coaches will be helping the kids to enact that. Rugby boys, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
We come from South African rugby legends, South African rugby legends, or because players that have played at high rugby, all these guys have played top rugby. We come back to try and help and put back to what we learned in the game. All right.
Reg, kom ons staan hier in die agterlyn. Eerste ou hierso. Volgende ou bietjie in diepte.
Goed gaan. Stadig, stadig, stadig. As hy hande uit, hande uit, hande uit. As hy nice. Mooi.
Soos ek hardloop en ek pas nou vir Jaco, dan gaan julle my mos los. Ons gaan twee op tackle.
Ja man. Werk van die bal af, werk saam. Na jou paas te volg. Reg. Dis al, let's go. Volg hom. Volg hom. Reload. Nou terug aan dit.
And the biggest thing about these clinics, we go all over and do it, is just if you plant a seed somewhere, just in the boy's mind, you never know where he's going to go to from there. So to us, we enjoy it very much.
There were many highlights of the Rugby Festival, including the exhibition match between the SA Rugby legends and the old Muirite Rugby legends. With many old boys dusting off their boots for the first time in years, the old Muirite legends were led by former Springbok and class of 1981 old boy Garth Wright, with no fewer than 40 old boys putting up their hands to play.
And as mentioned, match referee Jeremy Shorter. That's underway, here we go.
In the end, the SA legends were too strong and too fit, but many a new friend was made and the game was played in a great spirit. All matches played were live streamed to the SuperSport Schools app, and certain matches featured on DSTV.
I could go 3/4 pace. Feel like I've flat up with two hamstrings going. Well, it was great fun. Very relaxing actually. The guys are all out there having a good laugh. So I think it was the most important thing, is that we all got together and just had fun. That was very tough, eh? Boys were very physical. Some dirty hits here and there, but it was a great time. Great bonding session with the old boys. Some nice rugger. It was very tiring though. The field is big and it's hard. Some good rugby, so I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It was hectic. I never thought I still had it. I think the last time I played a rugby match was in varsity, but the last time I played for Muir College was 2006. So I haven't played rugby for over 10 years. I thought it was a suicide mission when they spoke about it, but getting a huddle with all these dudes, the Oaks, the Muirites, the men that came before us here, and all of a sudden it feels like a proper changing room again. Next thing, guys are psyching themselves up. We're like, we don't care which big names are in the legends, we're getting stuck in. So it was awesome actually, like the brotherhood is still there. Awesome coming back to the school. You can see they're still maintaining the traditions and stuff.
It was an experience, once in a lifetime experience, but yeah, it was great.
Dit was weer lekker om weer 'n bietjie met die ouens te chat en saam met mekaar te kuier en goeders, so ons het baie geniet. En so ek sê, dit was lekker om ouens weer te sien en saam te kuier, so baie geniet. Dankie.
Paar ou manne weer gesien. Kyk, dis waar rugby gaan. Die manne by mekaar te bring en om dit tyd te geniet saam.
This guys was awesome playing with the legends today here at Muir College, supporting the guys. Awesome to see this great venue and all the supporters here, and yeah, really fantastic, and the hospitality was amazing. Thank you so much.
The Muir versus Grey feature match was preceded by the singing of the national anthem as well as a flyover by an Aero L-39 Albatross jet, setting the scene for an incredible game of rugby. Thanks go to partners Buco, Standard Bank and the Eastern Cape Parks and Tourism Agency for their incredible support of the Muir College 200-year Rugby Festival.
Number 2, there we go, yay! That's an L-39 Albatross going
The Remembrance and Thanksgiving service on the Sunday morning was attended by a cross-section of the Christian community, including many senior ministers and pastors, as well as a group visiting from Durban, who had ministered at many schools and churches throughout the week. Pastor Robbie Cairncross, class of 1980, brought a positive message of hope and facilitated a time for all present to remember those who had gone before us.
This is a school that propagates Christian values and morals.
And this is a powerful place to have these young lads up there. You have the ear. We have the ear. And it's vital that we shape and form them in the right direction.
In the rising of the sun and its going down, we will remember them. In the classrooms, in the uniforms, in the blazers striped, white or blue, when we see them, we'll remember them.
The 200-year gala dinner, which was held at Sun International's Boardwalk Complex, was a grand affair, attended by over 750 old Muirites, VIPs and partners. Entertainment for the evening included various aspects, with the highlight being an audio-visual presentation through the decades. The Muir family would like to thank all stakeholders for their continued support. Messages of congratulations were received from schools, well-known personalities and individuals around the world, many in different languages. A media, social media and direct advertising campaign kept the broader community abreast of the celebrations and provided an opportunity for many others to participate in this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, celebrating the bicentenary of Muir College. Nick Pluribus Impa.
Kalazani. Oh, Genie. Yeah.
So, I'd like you to rise and first of all to also thank the old Muirites for the game this afternoon. I think there's some of those guys still in their matric year, but it looked like it. But anyway, thank you for the game, well done. And can you rise and we toast Muir, old boy Muirites. Second to none. And I'd like Andrew, if you'll please come and accept this plaque. It's in honor and recognition to Muir College 1822 to 2022.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, all Muirites, on this very special occasion, our bicentennial celebration, I invite you to stand and to drink a toast to our beloved country, South Africa, and its future. South Africa.
The school has been amazing. I think it's not every school that would welcome their past learners, their old boys back to their school and allow them such free reign on the campus and with a week like this. It's really been incredible. Mr. Stevenson and the staff have been amazing to allow us as old boys to come back and run a program for the whole week. So I'd like to invite Mr. Stevenson to come forward and accept a small gift on behalf of all old boys who are here today. Mr. Stevenson. But I now want to ask you to make sure your glasses are charged, to join me in rising and toasting a toast to Muir College as a whole as we celebrate 200 years. To Muir College.
It is indeed a privilege to stand here tonight as an old Muirite of the 1980 class and make this announcement on behalf of Volkswagen of South Africa at this 200 years celebration.
I've been to a couple of Dale reunions. I've been to a couple of Old Grey reunions, but never have I seen a reunion like this. So well done to you guys.
Every now and then in life, you are part of something that has a profound effect on you, something that moves you. And this is what has happened over the past few days at Muir College. Something very special that has happened that will certainly stay with me for the rest of my life. To witness that loyalty, and the goodwill, generosity of spirit was truly uplifting. Ladies and gentlemen, may the memories that you forged over the past few days inspire you and stay and remain with you forever. You always welcome back to that pocket of excellence on the hill called Muir College. Thank you. Safe journeys back to your homes, to your loved ones, wherever you go. And God bless you. Thank you.
Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, and the men of Muir, welcome to the oldest boys' high school in South Africa. We're happy to make an announcement and to hand over a check to the school as a starting contribution for bursaries at the discretion of the headmaster of 100,000 Rand as the first batch of bursaries that we are awarding.
I remember the days of my life. I recall the faces, mostly yours. Magic moments, life was a mystery. No place on earth that we'd rather be. Moving up, going through some changes, storing up the memories. And you give me the light of my life. I always gave the best I could give. I remember the days of my life. I recall the faces, mostly yours. This is my life, and I'm passing on the memories.
Shout to